shalt thou do. And Balaam rose up in the morning, saddled his ass, and went with the princes of Moab. And Balaam rose up in the morning and saddled his ass, and went with the princes of Moab. And God's anger was kindled, and he went. And the angel of the Lord stood in the way for an adversary against him. Now he was riding upon his ass, and his two servants with him. And the ass saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And the ass turned aside out of the way, and went into the field. And Balaam smote the ass to turn her into the way. Meaning he hit his donkey to turn her into the way. But the angel of the Lord stood in the path of the vineyard, a wall on this side and a wall on that side. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she thrust herself under the wall and crushed Balaam's foot against the wall, and he smote her again. The angel of the Lord went further and stood in a narrow place, where no way to turn, either to the right hand or to the left. And when the ass saw the angel of the Lord, she fell down under Balaam. And Balaam's anger was kindled, and he smote the ass with a staff. And the Lord opened the mouth of the ass, and she said unto Balaam, What have I done unto thee, that thou hast smitten me these 3 times? And Balaam said unto the ass, the donkey, Because thou hast mocked me. I would there were a sword in my hand, for now would I kill thee. And the ass said unto Balaam, Not I thine ass, upon which thou hast ridden ever since thine to this day? Was I ever one to do so unto thee? He said, Nay. Then the Lord opened the eyes of Balaam, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way, and his sword drawn in his hand. And he bowed down his head and fell flat on his face. The angel of the Lord said unto him, Wherefore hast thou smitten thine ass? Behold, I will withstand thee, because thy ways are perverse before me. And the ass saw me and turned from me these 3 times. Unless she had turned from me, surely now also I had slain thee and saved her a life. And Balaam said unto the angel of the Lord, I have sinned, for I knew not that thou stoodest in the way against me. Now therefore, if it displease thee, I will get thee back again. And the angel of the Lord said unto Balaam, Go with the men, but only the word that I shall speak unto thee, that thou shalt speak. So Balaam went with the princes of Balaam. And when Balak heard, let it be known that Israel was sent by God through Abraham into that land. They journeyed as foreigners into it. And then they were sent out in the time of Moses back there to the promised land. And with the hand of Joshua, they went in and destroyed all their enemies. Jericho, all their enemies. Abraham was originally from Iraq. He wasn't from the Jordan inwards. So God does not have any apologies for killing or even genocide or exterminating whole races of people. Yes, he agrees with it. And it shall take place evermore until all the righteousness of God is revealed. He sent for the 7 nations of Canaan to be completely exterminated. The Jews didn't even do their full work of killing them all. Because of that, sin got on their way. Because of the idols of the evil 7 nations that were in there. When God told was from Jericho. She was going to be destroyed. Genocide had come. But she was humble enough to realize that the God of Israel is to be feared. And she took sides with Israel. And God saved her life. It was the foolish other nations that would not bow down to the God of Israel. It's just the question of the world right now. Balaam said unto Balaam, did I not earnestly send unto thee to come in? Wherefore camest thou not unto me? Am I not able to promote thee to honor? Balaam said unto Balaam, Lo, I am come unto thee. Have I now any power at all to say anything? The words of God come from my mouth, that shall I speak. The following words are going to be all for God. Balaam went with Balaam to the king of the Syria of Uzal. Balaam offered oxen to sheep and sent to Balaam. The princes that with him. And it came to pass on the morrow. Balaam.
האווירה קשה, זה בתור יהודי אמריקאי לדעת שאני לא בטוח בישראל עם האסלאמיסטים שתוקעים את ישראל ביהודים, ואני לא בטוח כיהודי פה בארצות הברית. זו הרגשה נוראית, ממש נוראית. זה כל הזמן, כל האקטיביסטים היהודים פה שעומדים בעד ישראל ונגד האסלאמיסטים, אנחנו מנסים ללמד אמריקאים ואנשים ברחבי העולם להבין שכאשר אנשים צועקים Free Palestine ותומכים במטרה האסלאמיסטית הפלסטינית, זה לא הזדמנות לחופש, אין פה שום הזדמנות. הם קוראים לדברים התנגדות, אבל זה התנגדות לא עושים את ישראל, לא עושים את ישראל. ונגד החופש שלנו לחיות. כן, אני חושב שקודם כל זה הפחד דיפלומטים צעירים, כל מיני דיפלומטים, בראש מכל מיני להתעסק, להתארגן, לעשות שמוזים, להכיר אחד בשני. ומחוץ לאירוע, I don't know,
Balaam said unto Balaam, stand by thy burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure the Lord will come to meet me. And whatsoever he shows me, I will tell thee. And he went to a high place.
Okay, so I'll do that now.
And God met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared
כמובן
7
יש פה
altars,
עיתונאים מכל מיני מדינות, עיתונאים אמריקאים שעומדים פה במשטרה, אולי זה רק לא
thus thou shalt speak.
פה ועכשיו קצת 20 דקות.
And he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice, he and all the princes of Moab. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the king of Moab, has brought me from Aram, out of the mountains of the east. Come, curse me, Jacob, and come, defy Israel. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? Or how
part about this is so durable. You see how it's stretched like that? You guys are doing good. You made it. What would we do without you? Thank you.
Rise up, Balaam, and hear. Hearken unto me, thou son of Zippor. God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent.
Hey, sir.
תוכלו לשלוח לי את הקליפ?
God is not a man that he should lie, neither the
מי מדבר? סורי, לא שמעתי.
God brought them out of Egypt. He has us for the strength of a unicorn. Surely no enchantment against Jacob. Witchcraft. Surely no enchantment against Jacob. Neither any divination against Israel. According to this time it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel. What has God wrought? Meaning done. Behold, people shall rise up as a great lion, and lift up himself as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eats the prey and drinks the blood of the But Balaam answered and said to Balaam, told not I thee, saying, all that the Lord speaks, that I must do. And Balak said unto Balaam, come, I pray thee, I will bring thee unto another place, peradventure with these God, but thou mayest trace me down from thence. And Balak brought Balaam unto the top of Peor, that looked toward Yeshimon. And Balaam said unto Balak, build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 bullocks, and 7
I said you may have time yet.
That should be good. Altars. And when Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he went not, as at other times to seek for enchantment, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he saw Israel abiding in his tents according to their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor has said, and the man whose eyes are open has said, he has said, which heard the voice of God, which saw the vision of the Almighty falling, but having his eyes open. How good the Lord thy castle, Jacob, thy tabernacles over Israel, as the mountains are spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, as the trees of pine aloes, which the Lord has planted, as cedar trees beside the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his seed in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. As the valleys are, they spread forth, as gardens by the riverside, talking about Israel, as the trees of pine aloes, which the Lord has planted, and cedar trees beside the waters, he shall pour the water out of his bucket, and his seed in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag. Agag is an enemy, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He has as it were the strength of a unicorn. He shall lead up the nations his enemies, and shall break their bones and pierce them. What are holy winning with their black flag that says curse the And Balaam saying it was kindled against Balaam. What will that make of Yemen with their banner, their stupid banner that curses the Jews? God says, blessed he that blesses thee, and cursed he that curses thee. And Balaam saying it was kindled against Balaam. And he smote his hands together, and Balaam said unto Balaam, I called thee to curse my enemies. Behold, thou hast altogether blessed them these 3 times. Therefore now flee thou to thy place. I thought to promote thee unto great honor. But no, the Lord has kept me back from honor. And Balaam said unto Balaam, spoke I not also to thy message which thou sentest unto me, saying, if Balak would give me his house.
אני עומד פה עכשיו בוושינגטון DC בצומת של 3rd Street and East Street Northwest. בלוק מפה יש את המוזיאון של Capital Jewish Museum פה בוושינגטון DC. המשטרה חסמה את כל השדרות בערך בלוק או 2 בלוקים סביב המוזיאון מאז שהיו פה את היריות ו2 אנשים שעובדים בשגרירות נרצחו הלילה פה בוושינגטון DC. מה זה מראה לנו? זה מראה לנו שיהודים אנחנו לא בטוחים בארץ כשיש אסלאמיסטים וארגוני טרור שמנסים לרצוח יהודים ולהרוג את ישראל. אנחנו לא בטוחים פה כיהודים בארצות הברית. אנחנו לא יכולים לעמוד ברחובות פה ולהרגיש ביטחון. ואנשים פה בארצות הברית, כמו המחבל שצעק Free Palestine, הם לא מדברים על freedom. הם צועקים כדי להרוס אותנו ולסיים את החיים שלנו. אני לא יודע מה עוד אנחנו צריכים לחשוב. בינתיים כשאני עומד פה, שחרר מאחוריי, ורוב וושינגטון ישנה, באותה צורה שאולי ארצות הברית גם ישנה עכשיו, והם לא מבינים בדיוק מה אנחנו עוברים כעם היהודי סביב העולם, בכל רחבי העולם, שיש אסלאמיסטים שרוצים לרצוח אותנו.
But his father that he perish forever. And he looked on the Kenites and took up the parable and said, strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock. Nevertheless, the Kenites shall be wasted until Ashur shall carry thee away captive.
That wasn't my
Fantastic! Ships from the coast of Judea.
Talking all about violence. So, yeah. It's terrible. The world doesn't understand that when they yell Free Palestine at the man opening fire was a Free Palestine. Not going to let it free the way you as someone who don't care understand, or me as an American don't understand. It's yelling for freedom against it. Yes. And 2 of the staff members from NBC are right outside. They don't want to talk to us. But I advise 43 governmental and non-governmental organizations here in the United States about battles against anti-Semitism, about international Jewish I have a QR code card that you can card for me.
God against the world. Those that don't receive his son. His noble son.
Yeah, that's why I was looking on.
You're based here?
Why do the heathen rage the nation? And the people imagine a thing then. Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a thing then. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, against his anointed. Let us break asunder their bands and cast away their cords from us. He that sits in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall hold them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath,
באמצע הלילה פה בוושינגטון
and
DC.
shall vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion.
ורצה שני ישראלים שעובדים בשגרירות הישראלית. זה היה אירוע
The
של
Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand, till I make sit thou at my right hand.
דרמטים צעירים.
The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand, until I
חוץ
make thine
לאירוע
enemies thy
המחבל ירה
footstool.
בשני ישראלים ורצח אותם. באותו זמן
The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of
לא רק
Zion.
שהמשטרה חסמה את כל הרחובות דרך להיות מהמוזיאון, ובאותו זמן עיתונאים
Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies.
מתפלל עם דגל ישראל. ערב שקט פה בארצות הברית. דיברתי עם עוד כמה יהודים שהיו פה מקודם, וחשבנו על מה אנחנו אמורים לחשוב כיהודים בארצות הברית.
I shall declare the decree.
ואנחנו מבינים
The Lord has said unto me, thou my son,
שהאסלאמיסטים
this day have I begotten you.
לרצוח ישראלים ויהודים.
Ask of me, and I shall give the heathens, the nations, thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth, thy possession.
הבן אדם שמתחלל שם, והאורות של המשטרה, וושינגטון משנה. השאלה היא, בארצות הברית גם משנה.
Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Ask of me, and I shall ask of me, and I shall give the heathen thine inheritance,
People are
and the
quiet.
uttermost parts of the earth
We
thy
are not.
possession.
We are not quiet. As Rockaway, the capital of Jewish DC, during the AJC event for young diplomats, a terrorist, American from Chicago, yelled out "Free Palestine" and opened fire, murdering 2 young diplomats.
Ask of me, and I shall give thee. Ask of